Hello children, welcome to CA class. Today we will study about colors and backgrounds. Last time we started this topic in which we have studied about colors. So color, first of all, to change the color of the text we will use color attribute. Okay. So here first of all we have to write element name, then curly bracket starts, then first property, that is color, colon, the value of the color, hermeneutic symbol and curly symbol. This code you have to write in CSS file, and then after that you have to link this code in a head tag. Now the next is background color. As the name suggests, that it is used to change the background color of the page or any element also. Here you can see we are changing the color of background color of the web page. And here we are changing background color of H1. Okay. So the background color will be red, and here the background color of the heading is this. So this is the hexadecimal value that we have already studied in HTML chapter. Now third type of property is background image. If we have to set image in the background, so we can set image in the background in the body tag also, or if we want we can set it in table also, table background. Okay, so wherever we want we have to write element name. Okay, so then background hyphen image colon URL you have to write in small letters. Okay, it's compulsory to write URL. Then in the bracket in double quotes you have to mention the picture name. Okay, picture you can download from internet, then you can save it in the same location wherever your HTML file is. Otherwise you can use the whole path also, image path. Otherwise you can simply write the file name that you want to insert. Okay, so here the flower.jpg file we can download from the net, or we can rename the file to this one, and then we can write here, then semicolon, and then curly bracket ends. Okay, so this is the rule to insert image in the background. Okay, like in the whole web page we want a flower background, then we can insert an image like this. Okay, but image should be there. Remember, you have to download the image. If it is not with the same name, then you should rename it to flower.jpg, or otherwise you change name here. Next property is background repeat. So background repeat means when it is required. First of all, when we download the image from internet and image is in very small size, then we will be able to see small background image. That means whole screen is not covered. Got it? Whole screen, the remaining screen will be showing the background color if it is there. See, here there is no background color, so the screen will be white. Okay, only small background image will be seen and the screen will be white. Or otherwise in some browsers the image repeats automatically. Okay, so if we want the image to cover the whole screen horizontally or vertically or both, then we will use background repeat. So here we will simply write body element. Okay, because we want to set the background image in the web page. So background hyphen image URL flower.jpg, that means flower.jpg image will be there in the background. But if the image is in the small size and the screen is so big, then you write background hyphen repeat X. That means the image will be repeated horizontally only. You know very well this is X axis, okay, the horizontal axis. So the image will be repeated. If the small image is there, then one more small image, then again and so on. The image will be repeated horizontally only. Okay. Now if I am writing Y here, that means the image will be repeated vertically. Okay. If I am simply writing repeat, that means image will be repeated horizontally and vertically. That means whole screen will be covered. Then if I am writing no repeat, that means the image background will be having one small image in the background and the background will not be repeated, because some web browsers are automatically repeating the background and it doesn't look good. So if we don't want the background to be repeated, we will write no repeat. If you have to specify all properties of background, then you can use 3 values together also with background property. Okay, till now we have studied about background color, background image and background repeat. Okay, so if you want to combine all those 3, then you can simply write the element name here, then curly bracket, then only background, then colon, then specify the background color, specify the background image, and write no repeat, etc. Okay, so this is hexadecimal value of the color, background color. This is for background image, so you have to write URL, then bracket, and in bracket you have to write double quotes, and then you have to write picture name. Picture you can use that is in your computer. No repeat. That means this will be the background color with this image in the background, and the image will not repeat. Now the properties related to the font. We will study 5 properties related to the text. Okay, how we can format the text. So the CSS property is font family. Font family is there to change the font type. Okay, so you can write font family Arial, font family Times New Roman, etc. Then font variant has to change it to small caps or normal. Okay, small caps means capital letter but small in size. Then font weight if we have to make text bold, bolder, light, etc. Then font style, if you have to make the text italic and all, then you can use font style. If you have to change the size of the font, then you will use font size. So naming convention is there. It's not at all difficult to learn also. Now students, one by one I will explain you all font properties. Okay, so first of all, font family. Font family is used to list the fonts. Okay, here we can write various fonts, and like if Arial is not available in our PC, then Vardhana will be displayed. If Vardhana is also not available, if first 2 are not available, then sans serif. So the priority will be given to Arial. Computer will find it out whether this font is there or not. If it is there in the PC, then the web page will be having means. Here if I am using H1, then heading will be Arial. So how to write? Any element, wherever you are using text, those elements you can write here. So here I have written H1, you can also use P, any other heading, body tag, table, UL tag, any tag you can use, and then after that font family, font hyphen family you have to write, then colon, then the list of fonts you can specify. So first is Arial, then comma. If you are writing various fonts, then it will be comma separated. Then colon and then curly bracket. Here you can write any font that you remember. Now, then there is font style. So font style have only 3 values: normal, italic, oblique. Normal means normally, not italic. Normal text will be there. Italic will make the text italic. Oblique will make the text oblique. Okay. Oblique, the letters are slightly spacious, bigger in size, and italic also. Okay. So it's combination of all. So T, then font style, colon, italic, then semicolon, and then curly bracket. That means paragraph will become italic. Whole paragraph, the paragraph which is containing the text, that means all the paragraphs in the HTML page will be italic. Then there is font variant. Font variant will display in 2 variants, that is normal and small caps. Normal means normal text, but if you will write small caps, then the result will be like this. You can see it is in capital letter, but except first letter, other letters are small in size. So this is the use of small caps. If you want to show the heading like this, or the text like this, or the paragraph like this, then you can use small caps in font variant. Font variant, small caps. So students, 2 more properties in font: font weight and font size. So font weight will make the text bolder, but there are some values that you can specify here. These are the fixed values, you cannot change. So normal, can write normal, font weight normal, bold, bolder, lighter, then 100 to 900, any number you can specify. Then H1, this is the example H1. I have also used it with paragraph also. So H1, font weight, bold. Then P, font weight, normal. Here you can specify number between 100 to 900. Then font size. Font size, you know, it is to set the size of the font, to increase or decrease the size. So there are 4 ways we can insert the size. You can see it can be pixels, it can be points, it can be in percentages, or it can be in EM. So first of all, H1, font size 30 pixel. So pixels actually number of dots per inches. One single dot in the screen is known as pixel. So in 1 inch area, whatever number of dots are, according to that the size will be set. Then LI, font size. LI, list item in unordered list or ordered list. So LI, font size, then 16 point. Now what is point? Point is actually 1/72 of the inches. 1/72 of the inches. Okay. Then strong. Font size 120%. Whatever its current size is, according to that 120% of the current size. This is strong tag to make the text bold. But we can apply CSS on any tag. So on strong also we can use CSS. So paragraph, then font size, then 2 EM. 2 EM. EM means the current size. 1 EM is current size. Then 3 EM means triple that current size. Okay. So whatever the size is, it's triple. So here it's double. So students, only this much for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.